Hi, this is Scott McLeod, Director of Castle. We're at the Ucea convention. We're doing little video snippets. Tell us who you are, what you do.
Hey, Kevin Brady. I'm an assistant professor in the Department of Educational Leadership and Policy Studies at North Carolina State University.
Great. Kevin, how's your conference going so far?
Pretty well. I just finished a conference presentation on student strip searches and legal issues. Well attended, and I think I got some good feedback.
Okay, so what's something we need to know about student strip searches?
Well, basically, the one thing is that it's a major ethical as well as legal dilemma for school administrators. On the one hand, school administrators have to balance safety with also an acknowledgement of student rights. And with the most recent Reading Supreme Court decision this past summer, that's becoming increasingly problematic.
Okay. What's something interesting that you learned here?
Well,
session that caught your attention, maybe?
The session that really caught my attention thus far was kind of a previous one on law. The session that I was actually going with on special education administration and basically the lack of professional development that is currently available in special education law for today's school leaders. It's a major void.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great. What do you think the future of school leadership looks like? How are we going to be different down the road?
Well, I think school leaders are definitely confronted with many more issues. I think a big issue for today's school leaders are going to be the increasingly amount of discretion that they're given in terms of making decisions. And I think that discretion, we're basically holding today's school leaders increasingly more accountable for everything that they do. And it's a tough job. It is a tough job before, but I think it's an increasingly tougher job.
So are we going to have a harder time recruiting people into the profession, you think?
Well, some of the research says I think that is reflected already geographically. For example, you have a really difficult time recruiting as well as retaining administrators in rural school rural communities. Right, so that's a big problem.
Gotcha. Okay, Kevin, thanks for your time today. Have a great conference. Talk to you soon.